Hi, today I want to speak about economic risks. First of all, it's foreign exchange risk. There are three types of them. Transaction risk. Company faces it making purchases from foreign companies. Translation risk. Translations to the parent company currency from foreign subsidiary. And economic risk. Company's market value is impacted by an exposure to currency fluctuations. Solutions. Companies that are subject to foreign exchange risk can use different strategies to decrease that risk. Hedging, for an example. This usually involves forward contracts, options, and other financial products. It can protect the company from unnecessary foreign exchange moves. Key points. Foreign exchange risk may apply to companies or investors who trade in international markets, including import-export of products or services to multiple countries. Foreign exchange risk refers to the losses that an international financial transaction may incur due to currency changes. And there are three types of foreign exchange risk: transaction, translation, and economic risk. Foreign exchange risk example. A German electronic company finds a cheap manufacturer in China. 10,000 pieces with a price of 10 yuans per piece. Total 10,000 yuans. At this time, one USA dollars is 10 yuans. The price seems too high to them, and they are trying to negotiate its reduction and simultaneously looking for other manufacturers. After 3 weeks of unsuccessful searches and negotiations, the German company decided to sign a contract. But now exchange rate is 1 USA dollar is 8 yuans. So the contract amount still 10,000 yuans, and it will be 1,250 dollars USA, which is the amount the German electronic components company will have to pay. Regulatory risk. Example. In 1990, New Zealand government privatized the state-owned telephone company. It retained a single share named KiwiShare, which placed certain obligations on the new owners. Telecom New Zealand is required to offer to all residential subscribers on an ongoing basis untimed and free local calls, geographically averaged line rentals that increase at no more than the rate of inflation. So telecom is only entitled to relief from these obligations if the profitability of the company is unreasonably impaired by them. There is no review date. Since 1990 and since the advent of the internet, the demand for local calls had changed dramatically, with average call durations more than doubling. This provision of capacity to serve this additional network load was obviously detrimental to the income of those investors who held telecom stock. At the time, this capacity was required. This is a realization of the risk embodied in the Kiwi share obligations. Key points. Changing laws or regulations may harm a business or investment by affecting that business or market. Government regulations can increase the cost of doing business or limit prospects for further growth, cutting into profits. Differences. Compliance risk. risk associated with non-compliance of the company's activities with its internal procedures, regulations, acts, and other local regulation. Regulatory risk. Risk associated with non-compliance of the company's activities with external norms and rules established by the regulator. Regulatory risk is external in nature and directs the company's activities from internal regulation to external. Macro risk. Key points. Macro risk can be political or caused by macroeconomic factors. Macro risk is a type of political risk that impacts all asset classes exposed to a particular country or region. Companies can guard against macro risk by purchasing political risk insurance to decrease potential losses. Macro risk examples: political or civil riot, shifts in the regulatory or tax regime, changes in monetary policy. Affecting factors: interest rates, unemployment rates, commodity prices, and exchange rates. That's all for now. See you in the next videos.